Between Tom Sandoval's brawl, a sudden firing on Love Island, and Dino Guilmette facing 88 years, today's legal docket is packed with explosive headlines. Welcome back to the Reality TV audio podcast. Let's get into the rundown. We have to start with the legal wreckage surrounding Tom Sandoval. The Vanderpump Rules alum is currently locked in a physical and legal dispute with his ex-girlfriend Victoria Lee Robinson and her father, Will Robinson. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, Will claims that an argument over Tom lying escalated into a physical altercation at the Hollywood Hills home they were all sharing. Will alleges that during the fight, he suffered a ruptured disc in his back, a broken thumb, a broken elbow, and a cut heel. Tom retaliated immediately. He secured a temporary restraining order against both Victoria and Will, claiming Victoria hit him and that Will punched a hole through a bedroom door before putting him in a bear hug. With the father and daughter ordered to move out of the house, the latest legal filings show Will demanding the return of their 4 cats, Pumpkin, Keeks, Punk, and Yellow. The transition from a shared home to a multi-injury brawl and a legal battle over pet custody reveals exactly how toxic this living arrangement had actually become. Over on Love Island USA, Peacock claims these specific posts went up outside of their vetting window. Regardless of how it slipped through, pulling her the moment the footage surfaced was the only correct call for the producers to make. Meanwhile, the stakes are literal life and death over in the Real Housewives of Rhode Island universe. Liz McGraw's friend and rumored ex, Dino Guilmette, has officially rejected a plea deal offered by the Assistant Attorney General regarding his ongoing drug case. By turning down the deal, Dino told the judge he wants to take his chances at trial. He is currently facing 8 offenses related to drug conspiracy, possession of a controlled substance, and perjury, carrying a maximum threat of 88 years behind bars. His attorney insists Dino is an upstanding citizen and blames the media for publicizing false claims tying him to an organized crime captain. Risking nearly a century in prison rather than taking a plea is a massive gamble, banking entirely on the hope that a jury believes those mafia rumors are complete fabrications. Transitioning from the courtroom to the comment section, the Valley star Nia Sanchez sat down with US Weekly to reveal the extreme backlash her husband, Danny Bucco, is facing from fans over his behavior on the show. Nia noted that people have gone as far as telling Danny to take his own life. This follows Danny's public apology last month, where he admitted to having a short fuse during filming, blaming his behavior toward his wife on a combination of stress, lack of sleep, and alcohol. Snarking on the bad behavior of reality TV characters is the foundation of the entire genre, but crossing that line to send literal death threats directly to a cast member exposes a deeply toxic and disturbing subset of the fandom. In relationship news, Jersey Shore's Jenny JWoww Farley took to TikTok to aggressively defend her highly exclusive 50-person wedding guest list. After fending off critics for explicitly excluding Angelina Pavarnik and Ron Magro, Jenny stated she only invited people who would bury a body for her. To pull off this level of secrecy, JWoww and Zach Clayton went to extreme measures. Guests were required to sign non-disclosure agreements under the guise that they were attending a special premiere screening for her new movie, Nanny Cam, before the wedding was revealed. Before we get back into the drama, it's time for our midway listener shout-out. Today it goes to Jessica from Florida, who completely called the ROHOR Rhyme reunion chaos in our comments section last week. Great call, Jessica. Speaking of that Rhode Island reunion, the second installment delivered a brutal, highly anticipated clash between Rulla and Joellen. When pressed about her husband Brian's infidelity, Rulla defended him, loudly insisting that he made a mistake and a series of bad choices. But the defense didn't sit well with the other woman. Brian's rumored mistress, Beth Walker, actually surfaced in an Instagram comment section specifically to reply to the clip, writing, 2.5 years is not a mistake. Let's be honest, it's very intentional. Beth Walker took the drama off-screen and into the comment section, directly challenging Rulla's mistake narrative by asserting their multi-year relationship was entirely intentional. Down in Florida, the Real Housewives of Miami cast is giving fans total relationship whiplash. First, we got the quiet, positive confirmation that Dr. Nicole Martin and Anthony Lopez finally tied the knot in a private Coral Gables ceremony back in March. But right next door, Alexia and Todd Nepola appear to be actively reconciling, a little over a year after finalizing their highly publicized divorce. Alexia recently shared a mirror selfie holding hands with Todd, shortly before the pair was spotted grabbing some intimate drinks together in the Soho district of New York City. Fans flooded her comments, begging her to let that man go, reminding her of the behavior he exhibited during their marriage. But despite the legal divorce and the public warnings, this couple is clearly incapable of actually walking away from each other. Over on Summer House in the City, Kenny Martin is fighting a battle inside his own family. His half-brother Josh jumped into an Instagram comment section to accuse Kenny of faking his on-screen search for their estranged father, calling the entire storyline a ploy to secure TV clout. Kenny pushed back on that narrative during an interview with Bravo Insider, stating that he and his dad have completely reconnected, talk weekly, and that his relationship with Bachelor alum Whitney Franzway is doing great. Meanwhile, Summer House veteran Lindsay Hubbard took to Threads to interrogate the timeline of West Wilson and Amanda Batula's rumored hookups. She pointed out the discrepancy between their official statement citing late February and West recently claiming they had been having sleepovers for a long time prior. While she was online, Lindsay also took a swing at Tom Sandoval. Responding to the news of his violent altercation with Victoria, Lindsay asked if Tom wanted to revisit his attempt to paint her as the aggressive villain during their heated lobby encounter at BravoCon last year. Lindsay didn't film a single scene of Sandoval's dispute, nor was she involved in West's relationship timeline, but her social media tactics remain perfectly on brand. She never misses an opportunity to insert her own name into the highest trending drama of the week. Finally, we close out today with a bizarre, petty feud in Beverly Hills. Musician Boy George launched an aggressive social media attack against Dorrit Kemsley over the weekend, labeling a quote she posted about absentee parents on Father's Day as absolutely disgusting. He didn't stop there. George followed up with a highly specific insult aimed directly at her financial woes, telling her, "Rome burnt while you bought handbags." When caught by TMZ, Dorrit played the entire thing off. She claimed George just has a flair for the dramatic, and rhetorically asked the camera who explicitly said the post was even about her estranged husband, PK. Dorrit playing coy here is absurd. She posted a quote about a man failing to support the mother of his children on Father's Day, in the middle of a highly publicized separation. The entire cast and the entire audience knows exactly who that post was directed at. That does it for today's rundown, but make sure you are subscribed and ready for tomorrow's episode. We have a massive casting rumor coming out of Charleston that could completely shift the dynamics for the next season of Southern Charm. You won't want to miss it. See you then.